Hello. So let's see this demonstration of a container where my machine is running, and I'm accessing that container over the internet. So I'm accessing my machine. So this is a link to the machine. So let me paste it, and you can see that basically that machine is hosting, is running a Jupyter notebook. And that is because the machine is running, Jupyter notebook is also running, and because it's running, and I've exposed the port number 88888 on this particular IP address. That's the IP address of the machine, and I'm able to access the machine and work with my code over here. So if I click on this, I can go ahead and modify and save the file or do whatever. And the another good part about this is you can go inside the terminal, so you can actually log into the machine through this section. And here you can this is you're having your entire Linux box over here. I can see the code, and um, if I go one folder back, and I see you have all these Linux folders over here, and you can pretty much do anything from this terminal. So basically you're accessing that machine and accessing that box, and Jupyter Notebook is a good tool, which lets you do both of these things, and this is a good way of accessing the machine. So this machine has been prepared for this is prepared for Python. So I kind of but you can create a machine for any language, any particular supporting any platform, and you can start coding over here and do a little test. And yeah, so that is all about um, so what is this app.py? So app.py is basically one of my programs. It is a website actually which I've created, and so I can even access my website is right now. I'm not sure if it's running. I think it's running. It did start. So let me access my. So it is running on port number 5000. So it's the same machine but a different port number. So yeah, my website is also running. So basically, I want to test my Python website, and this is how I can see my website. So so I can this. So this is some ready-made program website we had, and I kind of integrated into my website, and I have created a REST service. So REST services is one of the important function, important, you can say, technology in cloud, and where you can go back to the server. So I've kind of used this link and I've sent hi back, back to my server, and in return the server has responded back, hi, this is Python REST service. So essentially, when you're able to do this kind of capabilities, you can access all the services actually running in AWS or through the REST service. So I call the REST service a REST service. In turn, let's say wants to update the database or wants to send an email or wants to do anything, you can do through the REST service. It is one of the technologies of you can implement. It is used heavily in cloud, because in cloud there's so many services running. So REST service is one of the important things. So that is how there's a demonstration of how the machine is accessed, and how all these things can be done. If you look at the services that I've used on AWS, so there are three key services. Um, so let me just log in. So one is the ECS, Elastic Container Service, and so here you can see Elastic Container Service, and second is Elastic Container Registry, and there is a third thing which is called Fargate. So Fargate is basically it takes care of a lot of your container scaling needs, and providing as many machines as needed. So for now I have kind of controlled so what is Elastic Container Registry? So this is like your every you want to create a machine image. I've created a Python image on my computer, then I kind of uploaded the image over here. So if you look into this, so this is one of the first steps that anyone has to do here. They have to create a, so this is a repository name. So I've created a repository H labs, and within this there is an image which is of size 432.25 MB. So this is an encrypted version, so that's why it's small. but actually my actual size of the file was 1 GB, more than 1 GB. So I don't know how they have done this, but they've kind of done this. And there are some vulnerabilities in my the code that, not in my code, but in the, in these images. So if you look at these criticalities, you can understand what all you know how the machine is vulnerable, my image is vulnerable. So this is not yet a machine, this is an image. Okay, this is an image of a machine. If you want to run this image, you need to run it inside the container. So this is where the ECS comes in. So elastic container service. So when you have to go here, and then you have to run through a set of steps. And here you can see I have one task running. So in this task, when I go into this task is where my actual container is running that image. And there is one task running over here, and it says is running, and it is running in the using Fargate. So Fargate is a serverless container solution where the serverless means AWS is going to take care of the container. If there are more people accessing the container, it will auto scale it as necessary. So I kind of controlled this environment to have only one container running, you know and so you need to provide, you can give the limits of how much memory you want to run in, how many containers you want to run, etc., how many tasks. So it's a different, so there's a little bit of conceptual study over there. But essentially what I'm trying to say is, through this ECS, I have uploaded my image from the ECR, which is your Elastic Container Registry. So my image is here, and there are some other apps that I was trying out to, trying to learn this, and I've created some other clusters. And so right now there's one running task, and I can stop the task from over here also if I really want to stop. And I can delete this entire container from that is running, the entire cluster itself, in case if I want to delete it. So that is all about it. So thank you so much.